I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds. Yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a fat for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Five yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They go play action here on first down. Looking for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 27.
319! 319!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end Graham. Packer first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claymore in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Shadow! Hey, 66! Right!
Now Brady. into it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taken in at the 11. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They fake the give. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Adams. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come out! Hey, 626!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Alabama.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. So tough to stop Gronk. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Ryan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Brady, letting one go deep here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 626. Zoom.
Rodgers now going to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Zoom.
Here's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate. But most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Brady. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now it's Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
58! Hey, 626!
On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And some room to maneuver. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Rodgers now on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Duke Dawson. First of his career. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Brady. Right over the receiver, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's clear. Matthews with a pick. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, 626. 319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hey, 626. Zoom. Yeah, Liz.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it with Jones. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the...
Brady now on 1st down. They'll check this one down to Michel. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And it's Michel once again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw, it's Brady toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, 626. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers, got to have this one. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Jump out. Zoom.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now he steps away. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Michel. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the ball is knocked out, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
That is caught inside the 5. And he will get this. Into the end zone, touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Important extra point up and through, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Brady to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slide. One in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, 626.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they'd let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Green Bay, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Money bag.